warm up same pretty much day in, day out, and you said last night that it gives you a gauge on where the kids are at. That consistent warm up allows you to see consistencies or inconsistencies in the kids as they warm up.
Yes.
What's the typical warm up?
Typical warm up is 400 loosen up, either 4 200s or 8 100s, either 4 100s or 8 50s, and then we do variable speed work 1625. It's 2000. It gets by that we should be ready to go to progress into whatever the main entree is for the day.
When they're sculling, like they're doing right now with snorkels, you have a pretty good analogy for it. If they look like conductors, they're not doing it right. Is that correct?
Yeah. Save the conducting of the orchestra, as I say, for those who are for the maestros of the world. No, just trying to get them to really get that catch set. And like point your fingers down, hands down, elbows up. Yeah, if they're told they're conducting the orchestra, that's not a compliment. That's not what we're looking for.
What are some of the specific drills or swims that you're having them do so you can take a look at that body line?
It's in the 100s. One second. Okay, let's go on the top on the 70. Okay. Like today we're doing sculling. I think that gets them into their catch right away. We'll be doing a good bit of that. I mix it up several different things, but I really try and get the body position, that line by the 8 100s. I try and have them looking good by the 50s. And especially like if we're doing, like this afternoon we'll be doing some parametric work. And I always talk to them about, you need to be going and into it by that 4th or 5th 100. I need to see what you're looking like by then. Yeah. And it helps out. It helps out a lot. They're definitely more alive than I thought they would be this morning.
Sometimes the camera has that effect.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure. They came in yesterday and they were good and dead.
That was going to be my question. What's the analysis after watching this? What is it? We 1500 into warm up or so. Have you gotten a fair analysis of where they're at a day after, or I guess 2 days after a meet?
They're more lively, chatting with each other than usual. Especially after what I saw yesterday afternoon, they all came in with that zombie look. They look okay. They look okay. That we ought to be able to do. We're going to do some power work in a little circuit next year, and they ought to be able to perform pretty well on it. They ought to be. Nobody looks like they're in mud, which is good.
On top of getting able to gauge your swimmers, it also serves as a consistent touchstone, if you will, for meets. And when it comes time to warming up for those meets, and you're saying just now that at a championship meet, it's even most important.
Absolutely. It's so important that we assign a coach to coach the warm up and warm down. And because they've done it so many, this repetition of this warming up, we know if they do it right, they're going to be able to go fast. They're going to be able to be competitive. They're going to be able to put out a good effort. And if they don't do it right, they're not going to. So we make sure that they do it right, whether they want to or not. At a championship meet, we assign a coach to the warming up and the warming down. We take an awful lot of pride on being fast the last morning of the meet. And on a 3-4 day meet, you don't get to that point unless you've been taking care of your body throughout the competition. So we assign a coach to ensure that gets done.
And you're saying a lot of times during the season you'll have them warm up and then step right up on the blocks for some kind of timed race, whether that be a relay or a swim, just so that they have that equation when it comes to the
Correct.
races. They
Yes.
can kind of connect that, right?
Very much so. Very much so. And part of it too is a confidence thing. Again, if I see them warming up well and they look good, get them up on the block, boom. I'm like, look, it's 6:30 in the morning and you just went, you know, a second and a half off your best time in 100. That's got to give them some confidence. So I do very much that. I really try to focus on, I tell them this all the time. I have no interest anymore. Back 10, 15 years ago, I did. On teaching you how to do a, hey T-Roy, you're over here. Teaching you how to do a great practice. I'm trying to teach you how to do a great race. And that's what it's all about.